iPhone. Hey, Jack, how are you doing? Are you here for AA and where are you calling from today?
Yes, I am here for AA. I'm calling from Fort Collins, Colorado, and I'm 63 days clean.
63 days and put that down as FOCO, FOCO. Everybody knows what that is. 63 days for Jack. Robert, hey, Robert, hi, how are you? Where are you calling from? How long you been sober, Robert? Jan to Robert, if you could unmute. There you are. Hey, man.
Sober since September 16th.
Okay, of this year. And where are you calling from?
Fort Worth, Texas.
Fort Worth, Texas. All right, glad you're here. Zoom user, hey Zoom user, how are you? Where are you calling from? And how long have you been sober? We're doing all this to figure out who's here in Newcomer Slip and Step Workshop. I'll do the admitting. Hi there, how are you? Are you here for AA? Where are you calling from? And how long you been sober? Zoom user. Can't hear, understand the thing you're saying. You can text me. How's that sound? Uh, Alonzo. Hey, Alonzo. Hi, how are you? Are you here for the AA meeting and where are you calling from? Just hit that remove button on each one of these guys I'm calling on next. Then we'll figure out if they're real or not. Alonzo, how are you? Are you here for AA? Where are you calling from? How long you been sober? That's what we're going through now, kids. Jan to Alonzo. And if you don't talk to me, we remove you from the meeting. Let's talk to Vladimir. Same deal on this one. Yeah, we just, like Lance was saying, you put your finger on the remove, but if you hit it twice, they'll be gone. Hey, Vladimir. Hi, how are you? Are you here for AA? Where are you calling from? How long you been sober? Jan to Vlad. Hello, Vladimir. You're here for AA? You have to unmute. Come on and talk to me. Right. And here's Katrina is another person with looks like they're just removing themselves. You're not removing them, right? Are you
Yeah.
you're oh, well, don't remove them until I say.
I thought you said if they answer you, go ahead and remove them.
No, do not fucking remove them. You just put your finger on the button. You click it twice to remove them, but not until I tell you. Not until they say something. Katrina, hi, how are you? Are you here for AA and where are you calling from? Hey, Katrina, are you here for AA? Where are you calling from today? Okay. Let's go to Gabe R. Hey, Gabe. Hey, Gabe, are you here for AA? Where are you calling from? How long have you been sober?
Yeah, I'm here for AA. I'm calling from Southern California.
And
Um,
how long you been sober?
only a few days.
You've been to AA before?
Yeah. I ended up relapsing.
Is that right? And okay. Have you ever been sober in AA before?
Yeah, I've lasted like a year and a half max before.
Mhm. Yeah, do you have a big book and all that or not?
Um, I do have one somewhere.
Let's talk to Andrew. Hey, Andrew, hi, how are you? Um, are you here for AA and
Yes, sir.
where are you calling from? How long you been sober? Yeah.
From the Worcester, Boston, Worcester area. And it's been
Okay,
about 2
good.
weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And have you been to AA before?
Very much so. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what happened? Did you have a relapse or what? Or did you just getting started?
Yeah. I've had a couple of occasions, in the past couple of years, I've been in detoxes about 7 times. And I've put together a little over 6 months a little while ago. But I get the forgetter going and I end up
Yeah.
going back to thinking that it's not poison for me anymore. And then it wants to teach me a lesson.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Welcome aboard. You'll like this meeting. Where's Jeff in Florida? Let's go to Sam. Hey, Sam. Hi. Okay. So, Sam, you've been to this
Hello.
meeting before, right?
Yep, I'm supposed to do my 6th and 7th
Uh,
septum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, Andrew in Albuquerque. Hi, how are you? Hey, Andrew, how many days sober are you?
I'm about a year and 3 months.
Year and 3 months. Okay, welcome aboard. Glad you're here. Here's Ed one. Hey, Ed, how are you? Are you here for AA? Where are you calling from, and how long have you been sober?
So I just saw this meeting. So I had a good amount of time under my belt. Can you hear me?
Sure thing. Yeah.
Did you want to see me? Sorry.
No, I'm just wondering, how long
Oh.
are you sober? You're here for AA, right? And where are you
Uh,
calling from today?
correct. So calling from New Jersey, and I've been sober now for 2 days.
2 days. Okay. What did you have some time before that and then you relapsed or what?
Yeah. I had beginning of this year, I had a lot of time, and
What's a
then
lot?
4 months, about the longest
4
I've ever
months.
been.
Okay. Yeah.
And
A lot of time to you, huh? Seems like a lot of time. And then like, I mean, I have a lot of time, 46 years. I'm like a sober god.
yeah, you definitely got me beat. But no,
What?
I was
No, you're not. Well,
I was doing well, and
and then what? Then the wheels came off. Then you went to the bar.
now I didn't go to the bar. I went to the store, and this time, this binge really did a lot of damage. And then we kept doing it from March until recently because I just felt bad about all the damage I did. Nothing illegal. I didn't get arrested, kept my job, but ruined a lot of personal relationships.
I know it always happens like that. So in this meeting, well, hang on, we're going to explain how this meeting goes. Right now, here we go. Okay, this guy. Hey, John, I'm going to help you right out of the room, okay? Because you're a Zoom bomber. Uh, you know how I could tell? He was raising his hand. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're clearing the room for Zoom bombers, and then we're recording this also just for we put it on our podcast, and um, okay, so let's talk to Wendy. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Are you here for AA, and where are you calling from today?
Yes, I am. My name's Wendy. I'm calling in from Australia.
Oh, nice. And how long are you sober?
3 weeks.
3 weeks for, and what
On and
city in
off.
us? What's that?
Yep. Sorry, which
3 weeks.
city?
Did you say 3 weeks on and off, or do you have
Yep.
3 weeks consistently?
On and off.
Well, how many days do you have on?
5.
Okay, 5 days. That's what it is. And what city are you in?
Pardon?
What city are you in Australia? Where are you?
I've been at Queensland in the countryside.
Queensland. Okay, good. There you go. Let's put that down. Queensland, 5 days. We have somebody here from Sydney who comes pretty regularly. And then we have another lady that comes, Misty, who's here from Wallaby Creek. You know where, do you know where Wallaby Creek is? That's where Crocodile Dundee is from.
No, that's quite away from me. That's in the Northern Territory.
Yeah, I think it's fictitious. Do you
I
have
think
like,
so.
do you have crocodiles near where you live?
Yes, lots.
Oh, no, you don't. Really?
Yep.
Oh, no. So if you like get drunk and wander off to a pond, they could come and get you.
Yes.
Oh, no. Do you know anybody that ever got eaten by a crocodile?
No, I don't.
Yeah, here in the United States, people get run over by cars or they get taken by a bear or a mountain lion. In Australia, crocodiles. Okay, glad you're here. People must be wondering, what the hell is his fascination with well, I don't know. I don't have any in the backyard. I could. Hey, Zed. How you doing, Zed? Where are you calling from and how long have you been sober? Jan to Zed.
Yeah, hi, this is Zed. I'm Zed. I'm an alcoholic, calling in from Louisville, Kentucky, and my sobriety date is March 17th of 1993.
93. Add those days up. Mayor, hey Mayor, how are you? No, no, no. It's not 34 days. It's like 34 years or so. Hey Mayor, how are you? Where are you calling from? How long are you sober?
Hi, I'm doing good. I'm calling from Denver, Colorado, and I've been sober for since Monday, so
Good.
yeah.
Monday, and you're here from Denver, and you're doing the 5 days. You're coming back, huh?
Yes.
All right, good job. Glad you're here. Let's go talk to Zoom user. Hey, Zoom user, unmute, come in and talk to me. I have to ask you, are you here for AA? How long you been sober? Where are you calling from?
I'm here for AA as 29 years sober, and I'm from South New Mexico.
Didn't understand a thing you said. You said 29 years, 29 years sober? Where'd she go? I lost her. You see, did she hang up?
I changed her name, but now I don't see where she's at.
All right. Burke. Hey, Burke, how are you? Are you here for the AA? Where are you calling from? How long have you been sober?
Yeah, hi. I am actually here for the group. I've been, let's see, August 15th of this year. Prior to that, I had a year sober and had a small relapse. No relapse is small, but I had one.
And where you, so, okay, you're sober now when?
Let's see, August 15th of
Okay,
this year.
and where are you calling from?
I'm actually in Centerville, Maryland.
Maryland, okay. Welcome aboard. Hi, Charlotte. Are you here for the AA meeting, and where are you calling from today? And how long are you sober? Jan to Charlotte. Talk to me. Hey, Charlotte, are you here for AA? Where are you calling from? So we're doing all this. You guys can change your name too, and also put in how long you've been sober. We're doing this with so many people here and new. So this is Charlotte, if you would unmute, please, and come on in and talk to me. And if you don't talk to me, we kick you out. Katrina, hi, how are you? Are you here for the AA meeting? And where are you calling from? And how long have you been sober? Jan to Katrina. Oh, hi. Go ahead, Charlotte. Are you here for AA? And how long?
Penis, penis, penis.
Okay. That's a stupid girl. See who else do we have? So she was like 13. She came in with her friends. iPhone, how are you? Are you here for AA? And how long have you? Let's see.
Hi, yes, I'm here for AA, and I've been sober 110 days, and I'm from
Okay.
Texas, San
You're from
Antonio.
Texas. You have 110 days. What's your first name?
Marisa,
How do you spell that?
Marisa.
Marisa. Okay. Have you been to AA before?
Yes.
Really? And have you ever gotten sober?
Pardon?
Have you ever been sober?
Yes.
And are you a Zoom bomber?
No.
You sound like one. She was friends with the other girl that was here. They have the same voice. I kicked out Katrina too.
That was a good
Part of the,
catch.
I know. But she's part of that same crew. They're like teenagers who go and organize on social media platforms, and then they decide to find an AA meeting, a business meeting, a school class, and then they go in and they vomit and they start shouting obscenities, or they show pornography, that sort of thing. So I think we kicked them all out. Let's see who else. Hard to say. Okay, if you would put up everything to read, that would be great. Okay, let's see here. If everything he wants to read today, who's a good reader? Hey, Lisa, you want to? Where is she? Uh, Hey, Lisa, you want to read today? Are you home? Oh, Rebecca, here she is. Hey, Rebecca, you want to read?
Yeah, I'm not quite there. I'm still on
Okay,
the
forget it. No, go back to your room. Hey, Rebecca, you want to read? Go back to your room.
Yes,
Back
sure.
in your closet.
I was
What's
just
that?
getting tea, some tea. Hang on.
You want to read?
Sure.
Okay. So, here it is. It's all put up in chat. Do you see everything there? I'm going to turn your camera on. I'm going to make you a co-host. And then you can turn your camera on if you want to. Are you on your phone or are you on your computer?
Talking to me? Oh. Hi, Rebecca.
Okay, so go ahead. Do you see everything there to read?
Yep.
Welcome. Okay, over to you. Let you explain the meeting.
Okay. Welcome. We are currently screening people in the room for security purposes. Cameras, pictures, and unmute are disabled.
No, that's the wrong one. It's welcome to Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop.
Okay, thank you. Welcome. Welcome. There we go. Welcome. Welcome to Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. If you are new to AA or coming back, this meeting is for you. This group is exactly what the name says, a workshop. We read 5 AA books, work the steps, sponsor you, and give reading and writing assignments. We will teach you an AA program. We move right along here, and people get well here. Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop is a step workshop. Unlike most AA meetings, it is not a speaker's meeting, nor a discussion meeting. It is more like an AA class, AA 101. You want to have the attitude of learning and do the assigned reading and writing assignments on the steps. We will take you through the steps and AA books in short order. So if you are looking for guidance and direction in an AA program, this meeting is for you. Security for Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. We use the waiting room. When you come in, we ask for your first name, last initial, country or city, and how long you've been sober. We have chat turned off. You can chat with the host or co-host. Unmute is turned off. Cameras and pictures are turned off at the beginning of each meeting. We turn them on later. We don't exchange phone numbers. You can get the number of the host for text and support. Here is our email for meeting confirmation. This is good for school, class, work, probation, or court. We all do the above for safety reasons. Since everyone is new here, we want to protect you. Zoom bombers tried to get in, and the above eliminates them. You will notice this is a step workshop and not a speakers or discussion meeting. It is like a class, AA 101, AA University. It is a very unique meeting since we use the same principles AA used between 1932 and 1939. Everyone works in the group and moves through the 12 steps to live our lives free from alcohol and learn a new way of living. We're glad you can make it. Announcements. AA and this meeting is supported by our own contributions to Seventh Traditions. You can make donations to @Jann-Scott in Venmo. Contributions go to pay for Zoom, and we make monthly donations to Boulder 1 AA and Boulder County AA. We spend about $250 a month. This group meets daily with the following formats. Monday, step meeting, 12 and 12, meme Monday. Tuesday, big book, t-shirt Tuesday, AA inspired preferred. Wednesday, as Bill sees it, sunglass Wednesday. Thursday, beginners, steps 1, 2, or 3, or any beginner related topic. Dog Thursday. Friday, open, share picks topic, Cat Friday. Saturday, living sober, virtual background day. Sunday, daily reflections, fashion Sunday. Please join me in the serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. AA Preamble. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of people who share their experience, strength, and hope with each other that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organization, or institution. Does not wish to engage in any controversy. Neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. Below is a newcomers packet. There's a link to that. Newcomers, come to our meeting for 5 days and see how you like it. We'll put you to work. Please introduce yourself as an alcoholic when speaking.
And then you say, and back to you, Jan.
And back to you in studio, Jan.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Rebecca. All right, now, what's your, well, we don't need to go there. So now, if you look in chat, today we read, we started reading Fending Off Loneliness last week. Where did we leave off and what page? Who remembers?
It's page 33.
Put that in there. Page 33. Debbie, so do you have that there? You want to start reading on page 33 in the in Living Sober, Fending Off Loneliness? Can you do that?
Yes, give me.
Okay, hang on for a second. I'm going to make you a co-host. You can turn your video on if you want to. Right.
Okay.
So it's Living Sober. Story 14, Fending Off Loneliness. And we left off on page 33. Are you with us?
I am, if I can find it. All right, you might need to find somebody else. I have all my books here, but that one.
Well, just click on it. Are you on your computer?
I'm on my phone.
You're on your phone.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's try.
Oh, wait, I got it.
Okay.
Yoo-hoo.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. So page 33.
Yes. Fending Off Loneliness.
All right, here we go. Let me turn on my camera. Okay, Fending Off Loneliness. Alcoholism.
Page 33, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Alcoholism has been described as the lonely disease, and very few recovered alcoholics argue the point. Looking back at the last years or months of our drinking, literally hundreds of thousands of us remember feeling isolated, even when we are among a lot of happy, celebrating people. We often felt a deep sense of not belonging, even when we cheerfully acted sociable. Many of us have said we drank originally to be part of the crowd. Many of us felt like we had to drink to get in and to feel that we fitted in with the rest of the human race. It is an observable fact, of course, that our chief use of alcohol was egocentric. That is, we poured it into our own bodies for the effect we felt within our own skin. Sometimes that effect momentarily helped us to behave sociably or temporarily assuaged our inner lonesomeness. But when that effect of alcohol wore off, we were left feeling more set apart, more left out, and more different than ever and sadder. If we felt guilty or ashamed of either our drunkenness itself or anything we did while drinking, that compounded our feeling of being an outcast. At times, we secretly feared or even believed that we deserved ostracism because of the things we did. Maybe many of us thought, I really am an outsider. Perhaps this feeling is familiar to you when you think back to your last bad hangover or bad drunk. The lonely road ahead looked bleak and dark and unending. It was too painful to talk about, and to avoid thinking about it, we soon drank again. Although some of us were lone drinkers, it can hardly be said that we completely lacked companionship during our drinking days. People were all around us. We saw, heard, and touched them. But most of our important dialogues were entirely interior, held with ourselves. We were sure nobody would understand. Besides, considering our opinion of ourselves, we were not sure we wanted anybody to understand. No wonder then that when we first listen to recovered alcoholics in AA talking freely and honestly about themselves, we are stunned. Their tales of their own drinking escapades, of their own secret fears and loneliness, jar us like a thunderbolt. We discover, but we can hardly dare to believe right at first, that we are not alone and we are not totally unlike everybody after all. This brittle shell, protective and fearful egocentricity we have dwelled in so long is cracked open by the honesty of other recovered alcoholics. We sense almost before we can articulate it that we do belong somewhere, and the loneliness starts to rapidly leak away. Relief is too weak a word to convey our initial feeling. It is mixed with wonder too, almost a kind of terror. Is it real? Will it last? Those of us sober in AA a few years can assure any newcomer at an AA meeting that it is real, very real indeed. And it does last. It is not just another false start or the cert that most of us have experienced too often. It is not one more burst of gladness soon to be followed by hurt disappointment. Instead, as the number of people now sober for decades in AA swells each year, we see before our eyes more and more hard proof that we can have a genuine and enduring recovery from the loneliness of alcoholism. Still getting over years-long, deeply ingrained habits of suspicion and other protective mechanisms can hardly be an overnight process. We have become thoroughly conditioned to feeling and acting misunderstood and unloved, whether we really were or not.
Hey, what page are you on now?
I'm on 34.
Okay,
Halfway down 34.
Okay, so what? Let's see. Okay, so stop right there.
Uh-huh.
And what's the next paragraph? Starts with what word?
I was in the middle of one, but the next one is we're agreeing at reaching.
Okay, there you go. All right, so you want to pick it up from there. So just read one page, guys, and over to yeah, go ahead, Stacy. Know where we are?
I have to pull it up
Are you on your phone or are you on a computer?
on my phone.
Trying to do service work on the telephone for this meeting.
What's the first word?
Tell her where you
We're
let off.
green.
Yeah, start there. That's good.
We're green at reaching out for friendship or even accepting it when it's offered. We're not quite sure how to do it, whether it will work, and that piled up super heavy burden of years of fear still can drag at us. Therefore, when we start to feel a bit lonely, whether we are actually physically alone or not, the old routines and the balm of booze can easily entice us. Now and then, some of us are even tempted just to give up and go back to the old misery. At least it is familiar, and we wouldn't have to work hard to recapture the expertise we achieved at drinking life. Telling an AA group about himself, a fellow once excuse me, said that being drunk from his teenage years to his 40s was a full-time occupation, and he passed by most of the things North American males usually learn as they grow into young manhood. So there he was in his 40s, he said, sober. He knew how to drink and brawl, but he had never learned a vocational or professional skill, and he was ignorant of most social graces. It was awful, he declared. I didn't even know how to ask a girl on a date or what to do one. And I found there aren't any classes on how to date for 40-year-old bachelors who never learned. Excuse me. The laughter in the AA meeting room that night was particularly hearty and affectionate. So many empathized had gone through the same type of unease. When we feel such awkwardness and encourage us at 40 or even 20 these days, we might think we're pathetic, even grotesque, were it not for the many rooms full of understanding AA people who have been known to carry this type of fear and now can help us see the humor in it. So we can smile as we try again until we get it right. We do not have to give up in secret shame anymore. We do not have to renew our old hopeless attempts to find social confidence in the battle where we found loneliness instead. That is just one example, extreme That is just one extreme example of the kind of arms and legs feeling some of us get when we first set sail on sobriety. It illustrates how dangerously we lost might be if we tried to go it alone. There might be one chance in a millions we'd make it on the voyage somehow. But we know now that we do not have to proceed all on our own. It is far more sensible and safer and sure to do it in the company of people of whole happy fleet going in the same direction. And none of us need to feel any shame at all in using help since we all help each other. It is no more cowardly to use help in recovering from a drinking problem than it is to use a crutch if you have a broken leg. A crutch is a beautiful thing to those who need it and to those who see its usefulness. Is there really anything heroic in sightless persons stumbling and groping just because he or she refuses can easily obtain assistance? Foolish risk taking, even when it is not necessary at all, sometimes does get unserved praised, but mutual helpfulness, since is always works better, really should be more prized and admired. I'm on page 35. If someone else wants
Okay,
to pick it up.
read to the end of the page. Can you
Our
do
own
that?
yep. Our own experience at staying sober overwhelmingly reflects the wisdom of using whatever good help is available in recovery from a drinking problem. Despite our great need and desire, none of us recovered from alcoholism solely on our own. If we had, of course, we would not have no need for an approach AA, a psychiatrist, or anyone else for aid. Since no one can live totally alone, since all of us are dependent to some degree on our fellow human beings for at least some goods and work and services, we have found it sensible to accept that particular reality and to work within it the highly important venture of getting over our active alcoholism. Thoughts of a drink seem to sneak into our minds much more smoothly and slowly when we are not alone. And when we feel lonesome and an urge to drink strikes, it seems to have special speed and strength. Such ideas and desires are much less likely to occur when we are with other people, especially other non-drinkers. If they do occur, they seem less potent and more easily put aside while we are in touch with fellow AA members.
I'll start right there. I'll pick it up. Thank you for reading. We are not forgetting that almost everyone occasionally needs some time to himself or herself to collect thoughts, take stock, get something done, work out private situation, or just vacation from stress of the day. But we've found it dangerous to become too indulgent about this, especially when our mood becomes a bit morose or self-pitying. Almost any company is better than a bitter privacy. Of course, even at an AA meeting, it is possible to want to drink. Just as people can feel lonely in a crowd, but the odds against taking the drink are much better in the company of other AAs than they are when we are alone in our room or a hidden corner of a quiet, deserted bar room. When we have only ourselves to talk to, the conversation gets kind of circular. More and more, it excludes the sort of sensible input other people can supply. Trying to argue yourself out of a drink is rather like attempting self-hypnosis. Often it is about as effective as trying to persuade a pregnant mare not to fall when her term has come. For these reasons, then, when we suggest avoiding fatigue and hunger, we often tie in a mention of one or more hazard to make it a triple play. Don't let yourself get too tired, too hungry, or too lonely. Check it out. If the motion of taking a drink crosses your mind anytime soon, pause to consider. As often as not, you are likely to find you are in one or more of those high-risk conditions. Tell somebody fast. That at least starts to relieve the loneliness. And then if you would mark down for next week, watching out for anger, number 15, right? And that's gonna be on page 36. Okay. There you go. So, hey, I'm Jann Alcoholic. Welcome to Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. Those of you who are new, you're in an AA class. This is AA 101, AA University. It's a Newcomer Slippers Step Workshop. It's a workshop, so everybody participates. Now, here's the deal. If your first time here, what we suggest to you is come here for 5 days in a row, which would be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we'll put you to work. We will give you reading and writing assignments, reading in the books, writing on the steps. We'll take you through all 12 steps. We will hand deliver to you an AA program, and we'll sponsor you. So this is a one-stop shop. It all gets done here. Amazing. Yes, there is no other meeting like this in the world. In 1932, the year Prohibition ended and AA started, the first 100 members of AA all stayed sober their entire lives, 80% of them, and then they eventually all got sober. What did they do? They did exactly what I just told you that we do here. They all came to a meeting just like this. They all worked the steps together. They all got sponsored. And the discussion was about what AA really is. And what is AA? Alcoholics Anonymous is a 12-step process that teaches you how to live your life without drinking. It's a new way of living. Alcoholics Anonymous is a 12-step process that rewires the brain. It retrains your brain. It teaches you how to live life without drinking. It's a 12-step process, 1 through 12. That's what it is. So today in AA meetings, when you go, people go there and they talk about how their day is going, or they go there and they talk about my poor pathetic life, my job, my car, my wife, my husband, my cat. No, that's not what AA is about. No. What is AA about? 12-step process, how to learn how to live your life without drinking. And for those people who insist on talking about their cat, we have something called Cat Friday. Cat Friday is on Friday when people bring their cats to the meeting and they crawl around and everybody goes, oh, what a cute cat. And then on Thursday, we have something called Dog Thursday. People's dogs come in. That's Rebecca's favorite day because her dog gets to come to the meeting. But every other day we talk about this. What is it? 12-step process, how to live your life without drinking. Let Zoom user in. Pay attention. Here, I'll turn the bell on for you so you can see.
Oh no,
Please.
they put themselves back.
Please. I don't think so. It's a different Zoom user. Oh, maybe they did. Okay. So that's kind of what we do here. And today is Saturday. We read from the book Living Sober. And then other days we read from other books. And then now next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about some classroom work here. And we have a lot of new people in here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with you new kids, see where you're at, see what's going on, and see what we can do to help you out. So let's see. Let's go to well, Carl. Hey, Carl, you're day one. How you doing there, Carl? You're trying to come to this meeting for 5 days, huh? I guess you must like it here. You keep coming back.
Well, the first day was good, and you invited me for 5 days to evaluate your program. So I'm here on day 2. First, I'm Carl. I'm an alcoholic. I apologize.
How do you like it? How do you like the meeting? You must like it, huh?
So far, it is good and well structured.
Yeah, good.
But,
do you have a cat? Hey, do you have a cat, Carl?
No.
Do you have a dog?
Yeah, a little Pomeranian bunny thing.
I know. Okay, make sure he comes with you on Thursday.
But I have not. Today's day 2, so in 2 days, I have heard no work assignments or instructions.
Well, keep coming and keep your ears open. All right, glad you're here, Carl. Hey, you're a lot of fun. You know that, right? Okay. Jack in Fort Collins. Hey, Jack, what happened to you? What made you come to the meeting today?
I've been going to NA for a little bit, and today I just wanted to try something different and see what this was about. So that's why I'm here
Well,
today.
this is a step workshop where we take you through all 12 steps, and in short order in about a month and a half. So if that's something you're looking for, my suggestion would be come for 4 or 5 days. How are you doing anyways? Any good? You feeling any better after 63 days? Or do you have a sponsor? Are you working through this program or no?
Yeah, I do have a sponsor. I just obtained this sponsor earlier this week, so we haven't quite started step work yet. I've been practicing gratitudes a lot, which has been helpful for sure.
All right. Well, here we don't practice gratitude. We just do the step 1 through 12. So if you're interested in learning how to work the 12-step process, this meeting is for you, and come for 5 days. See how you like it, man. Oh, let's talk with Gabe. Hey, Gabe, how are you? What made you come today?
Hey, I'm doing all right. What made me come in was really just that I needed some extra guidance since I ended up relapsing, and I wanted to see what this meeting was about. So
About what we do here is, like I said, we'll take you through all 12 steps, give reading and writing assignments, and so teach you how to work a complete AA program, and you'll be done in we'll take you through the whole program in about a month and a half. So this is a class. So if you're ready to work, this is the place to come. My suggestion to you is come for 5 days, see how you like it. Lori, hey, Lori, how are you? What we're going to do? We're going to do step 6 and 7 with you. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Sam, where are you? Raise your unmute. Sam, do you see him? Anybody see him?
Hey, Jan, I'm right here.
Okay. And we're going to do 6 and 7 with you. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. So good. We'll do them with both you. Actually, we'll do them with you and Lori right now. Let's see here. Hang on for a second. Oh, did you water that plant? You watered them? Good. Okay. It's my gardener. He's raking leaves, and we still have plants here. The plants are like alive, spewing out flowers, and we have to make sure we water the lawn and everything. And grass is green, and Boulder, Colorado, it might as well be the middle of damn summer. It's 70 degrees out. Let's see here. Okay, so let's put a link up for this, Preston. It's step 6 and 7, which is 76, page 76 in the AA Big Book. I think Preston just put it up. Let's see if he did it.
Yep, that's it.
Look at that, man. You're Johnny on the spot. Okay. So Lori and Sam, you with us?
Yep.
Okay, so here, turn your excuse me for a second, guys.
I can't.
I'm right here.
Hey, just a second. Excuse me, please. There it is. So you guys can turn your video on. Both of you do that. Okay, and then we're going to go to page. So they've done their step 4, and they did 5th step with somebody else. And now we're going to do step 6 and 7 with them, and which is on page 76. And step 6 and 7 say, excuse me, please. say, we're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. And step 7 says, humbly ask him to remove our shortcomings. They both mean exactly the same thing. So what are these defects of character? The defects of character are defective thinking that we use to satisfy whatever pain that we're in. The alcoholic develops this defective form of thinking. Usually it's that everybody's wrong, if they didn't do this, I wouldn't have behaved that way. And, we just basically cop an attitude about everything. So here it says, okay, so Lori, if you want to read the first part, 76, if we can.
If we can answer to our satisfaction, we then look at step 6. We have emphasized willingness as being indispensable. Are we now ready?
Read slowly.
Oh, are we now ready to let God remove from us all the things which we have admitted are objectionable?
Stop.
Take...
Stop. Are you?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
Slowly. Stop. Are you, Sam? Ready to
I
have, ready to have God remove from you all the things that you've admitted are objectionable. Those are the things that you wrote about in your 4th step and talked about in your 5th step that are what it affects in me and, that sort of objectionable behavior we have. Okay, so next, go ahead, read the next line.
Can he now take them all, every one?
So and answer that.
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
Isn't this fun? Okay, good. Read the next line.
If we still cling to something, we will not let go. We ask God to help us be willing.
Okay, so now do you have things that you're clinging to?
Me, yeah. Well,
of course. Yes, who else are we talking to? There's nobody else here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Sam's here, but
I said I do.
Oh, yeah, okay, good. Yes, that's good. All right. And okay, Sam, you read the next line.
All right. When ready, we say something like this. My Creator, I am now willing that you should have all of me, good and bad. I pray that you now remove from me every single defect of character which stands in the way of my usefulness to you and my fellows. Grant me strength as I go out from here to do your bidding. Amen. We have then completed step 7.
Yeah, so there it is. That's the prayer. My Creator, I'm now willing to have that you should have all of me, good and the bad, and I pray that you remove from me every single defect of character which stands in my way to my usefulness to you and to my fellows. So the miracle of AA, it seems that God does remove these defects of character, sometimes quickly and slowly. We have to work on it, and I certainly have had to do that. So, okay, so that's something you two are going to have to be cognizant of and aware of. So, Sam.
Sir?
Okay.
Yep, I am cognizant. Something I need to continue to work towards.
Okay, good. And Lisa, you ready for this?
Lisa?
Lori, rather. Lisa's fooling around with her dog. She got my attention.
Oh, okay. You want me to do the mic?
No, I just want you to acknowledge that you have some.
Yes.
Lisa looks a lot like her dog, so it was confusing. They both have the same hairdos. Hold your dog up. Look at this. Yeah. Oh, it's amazing how people come here. Like, it's like my cat. People often say you look a lot. Don't I look like this cat? I know. Jan, that's not a real cat. Shut up. All right, yes, it is. All right. Okay, so that was good, huh? Yay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, and then tomorrow, Lisa, and Sam will get started on the 8th and 9th step, but I want you to stay in this meditative place around this, what you just did with your 5th step. Do you feel any relief since your 5th step yesterday, Lori, or not?
Yes.
That's good. You look happier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like sort of letting go of it, letting go of
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Doing the prayer.
Oh, you
So-
are? Oh, that's going to be good. It's going to be great. Then you can arrange our midwinter, what is it called? Our group midwinter retreat at your campground in Arizona. We'll all come down there. Me, Jeff, Preston, Lisa.
All right.
It'll be fun. Okay. Oh, those guys are all at a convention. Has anybody heard from them? No, I haven't. I'm sure they're having fun. They forgot all about us. Once you get into a convention, you forget about everything. All right, perfect. So let's, oh yeah, you get it? Here we go. Perfect. Okay. What is wrong with him? Harry Berto, how are you doing? And how are you enjoying today's meeting?
Good, like always.
Oh, good.
I'm working on reading daily reflections.
All right.
So
How's that go?
today I read it was called keeping optimism afloat. So it just talked about it said the other steps can be the other steps can keep most of us sober and somehow functioning, but step 11 can keep us growing.
I know, it's amazing. Good.
Yeah.
All right. And so now you're reading November.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. I'm glad
Tonight,
you're doing it.
in a few hours, in about like 2 hours, I got to go to that wedding. So
with your brother, you can always, well, can you leave if it gets too stressful?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna, if I
So
feel
is your brother agreed to take,
uncomfortable or something, I'm just gonna tell my brother to.
is your brother agreed to leave with you if it gets to be too much?
Yeah, he knows. He's told me before if we like one time we're gonna go somewhere, and he said if you feel uncomfortable, just let me know and we'll leave. I'm like, okay.
Yep. It's good to have somebody like that with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like that to this day. You know, I had a stroke about 7 years ago, and sometimes I go out to the racetrack. I raced NASCAR for years, and we have a local NASCAR track here. And sometimes I go out with my friend, and he has a new Corvette, and we go out there. And if it's in the spring or fall, and we go out in the afternoon, 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock, if I start to get cold, my body stiffens up, and my health goes to hell really quick. So I have to say to him and say, hey, you know, I got to get out of here. I can't stay here any longer. Sometimes we'll only be there for an hour, and he'll be like, oh, okay, no problem. So he's also in AA, and he understands. Otherwise, I couldn't go out with someone like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I told my brother earlier when he called. I told him, I only want to be there for a couple of hours, maybe 2.5 hours. I was like, I want to leave. I don't want to be there all night because it ends
Well, no,
at
you know,
midnight. It's not too late, but
I like to give myself an hour.
okay.
And so you might say to him, look, let's see if I can do an hour. And here's the last time you did this, you started drinking. So the thing is go in for a short period.
Okay.
You know, I always like to go early and leave early. So what is this, a wedding reception you're going to?
Yeah.
A drinking reception?
I'm not sure if they're gonna have alcohol, but I'm assuming they are.
Mm-hmm. And who is this? A cousin?
No, it's my friend from my childhood friend. He's been my friend since I was a little kid. So I mean, because if I feel uncomfortable, I'm just gonna leave because knowing him, because he's done it to me before. Like there's been a couple of times where I didn't want to drink and we ended up going out. We were supposed to watch a Lakers game and we ended up going to the bar to watch a game.
No, who is this? With your friend?
Yeah, with my friend.
But not with your brother. Not with your brother.
No, not with my brother. My brother doesn't want me to drink.
Right. So I always like to set an hour.
Yeah.
I'm going to go early, and I'm going to leave early. And I like to leave when I'm comfortable. I don't like to leave when I start to feel uncomfortable. That's too late.
Okay.
That's too late. The damn bottles start flying off the shelf. Look, Preston shaking his head. Jeff shaking his head. You're shaking your head there, Preston. Why? talk about.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. You know, the book says it too. Like, if we're kind of shaky, if we're not on solid ground, like, yeah, I mean, that's just kind of smart, common sense to, not wait until, you're feeling shaky to leave. Because at that point, yeah, your mind's already kind of spinning.
There you
Yeah.
go. So don't let it get to that. And also, you
Okay.
have my phone number, right? So you can call me.
Okay.
So I've had people call me to get cornered. There's someplace they're cornered. They're in the bathroom, or they call me from the garage. I'm cornered in the garage. People are drunk everywhere. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then we figure it out. Well, let's call an Uber or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. No.
That happened to me.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
it's not the good thing is not too far from my house. It's probably like 10 minutes away. So
you could walk.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I could walk. Maybe a little bit further than that, 15 at the most. But driving is probably like 10 minutes. Walking would probably be like half hour or something.
Okay.
But,
All right. So
all right,
tell your
cool.
brother.
All
Let's
right.
try for an hour. I may have to get out of there early. I only
Okay.
have how many days you got?
81.
81. Okay, only got 81 days. Last time I
Yeah.
slipped. I got to get the hell out of here, Jeff. Got to get out of there before it gets bad, right?
Yes, Jeff, alcoholic, and I want to mention here, Berto, too. A situation that happened to me once. I was early in sobriety and going to an occasion like this. I knew there'd be drinking, and I was driving, but or was somebody else was driving. I've forgotten which. But the bottom line is, other cars came in behind because we were doing the come early thing, and he got blocked in. So make sure if you're a driver, no matter who or if they're driving, they don't get blocked in, because you got the people. Oh, come on, Alberto, come on, my man. Hey, man, come on, man, boss the job, man. Enough of this sobriety. While he's looking for the car, whose car is this that's behind me? Make sure you always have an exit plan like that. Always have a few.
Absolutely. I parked my car for fast escape.
That's right. Yeah, right. You got to. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. There you go, Harry Berto.
We learn by mistake, right.
From the brilliant people here. All right. Hey, Maya, how you doing? 5 days. How are you doing today? How do
Hi,
you like?
Myra Alcoholic. I'm doing well. I like the meeting. You're right. Like, there's no other meeting like this in the world, and I really enjoy it. And I have a hard time reading. So
I had a
feel like
really hard time reading when I first came. I could not settle down and read anything. I was bouncing off the walls. Is that what's happening with you?
yes, yeah, I lose focus. And I have to like reread the same sentence or the same paragraph like 5 times sometimes.
Well, they do. Now, do you have the AA book?
I do.
Okay. Well, the thing you might do is you can always get, I don't know if you have any money, you can always get a large print AA book. Those help. Or you know what you might do? Let me see here. I have
They have
something.
audio version. Sorry.
Oh yeah, follow along with the audio version.
How about that?
Yeah, that would probably definitely help. Probably definitely.
Wait, do you have a link to the audio version there, Preston? Can you put it up?
Yeah, I can find it.
All right. So Preston's going to put up the audio link.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Try that tonight and let me know how it goes for tomorrow, okay?
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
All right. And the other thing I was going to suggest is we could give you something very short to read in the book, but let's try the audio version for later. Okay, good. Glad you're here. Hang in there. Burke, in 2.5 months, Burke and Marilyn, how are you liking today's meeting, Burke? Are you with us? Jan to Burke, come on in. How are you enjoying today's meeting?
I'm really enjoying it. Sorry, I was trying to fumble for the unmute button with my carpal tunnel.
Oh yeah, sure thing. Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, I'm enjoying it quite a bit. 6 and 7's a funny one to land on. That's for sure for me.
Well, here's the deal.
Yes.
If you think you like this meeting, come back. Just come for 5 days, and then we'll put you to work. Andrew in Albuquerque, how's it going? And how are you liking today's meeting?
Hello, Andrew. I'm alcoholic.
Yeah.
Doing good.
How do you like today's meeting?
It's a little bit different. It's a lot of reading.
Yeah, and it's a class. It's
Yeah.
AA 101. It's AA University. Did you like school?
Nope.
Oh, well, there you go. That's probably why you don't like this meeting. But at least you don't get demerits in here and whatever the hell else happens in class. But listen, if you
I
think
wouldn't know.
if you think you might like it, come here for 5 days and we'll give you some reading and writing assignments. Hey, Ed, how are you? Ed in New Jersey. How are you liking today's meeting, Ed?
Hey Jan, how are you? Ed here, alcoholic. I like it. You know what? I think it's intense in a good way. You know, what you said earlier, you know, a lot of these in-person meetings I've been to, it's just a lot of going around the room, especially if it's a big room. You just keep hearing these, not the same story. Well, it's not apples to apples, but it's close. And
I know what it is. It's whining and complaining. And none of that. That does not serve an alcoholic to get sober. So here's the deal. You are welcome to come back. Come for 5 days, see how you like it, and we'll put you to work. Did I talk to Gabe yet in California? No. Hey, Gabe, how are you? How are you liking today's meeting? Jan to Gabe.
I had gotten a little bit earlier, but I'm definitely liking what I'm hearing.
Well, you're welcome to come too. We can help you out. This is an AA class. We will give you reading, writing assignments. We sponsor you, take you through the entire AA program in about a month and a half. Let's ask Jeff how he likes it. Jeff with 39 years. Jeff, how are you liking today's meeting?
I'm
Oh, you're muted yourself, Jeff. You're muted. You muted yourself. God damn it, Jeff. You muted yourself.
I'm liking it just fine. Jeff Alcoholic here, South Florida. Because what I'm realizing is we learn something new every day about how the steps of the program are rewiring our brain, about how they're, just, saving our lives, moving us ahead. I thought about something, after I shared, I said, how come you can't remember the exact details of that time? I said, well, because I was early in sobriety. And luckily, I've got a lot more sober things that I remember than the drunken things. But I got to remember the drunken things that, that could take me out again. But I said, wow, who'd have thunk it that basically the sober part of your life will take over the drunken past, It'd be, today they read about loneliness. Well, we know if we were lonely, we never knew it because we never knew who we were or what we were doing.
Look at the guy that came here 2 days ago. He had 40 years sober. He retires. He's lonely. He goes looking for a girlfriend and he gets drunk. I mean,
Yeah.
He gets a DUI. Damn well. And, the other problem with that, you're 67 years old. You have 40 years sober. You're going to start back drinking? I don't think so. Most people that start back drinking like that, they don't live
Yes.
through it. They're dead in the first year. The AA Big Book has stories like that. I've seen it, and I'm sure you have. I've seen it in person. I've seen guys come in, older, slip and dead, inside of 6 months.
Yes.
It's a terrible way to go, really. Just because you're lonely. You can go to an AA meeting. Jeff, I had a sponsor that says, well, Jan, if you're, I was in my 20s, he said, well, if you want to find a girlfriend, find one in an AA meeting. Just make sure they have more time than you do. And I was like, you have 0. So I found a girlfriend who had 2 years. She was like younger than me. But nobody said anything. They were like, whoa. I don't know. That girl actually helped save my life and her sister. Okay. I have no idea what I was doing. Before that, I was like dating people that were drinking, and I was always passed. And I drank more than they did, so I was always passed out someplace. It was like, oh, he's unconscious. All right, Rebecca, how are you enjoying today's meeting? What are you working
Hi,
on?
Rebecca, alcoholic. Yeah, I really like today's living sober reading. You know, we're so delusional that we think, you know, yeah, a little alcohol when we go out with friends and you know, relax and I don't have the anxiety. And you end up sounding like an asshole when you're with, or at least I did.
Yeah.
You know, when I spoke with people. And then it just increased my loneliness and self-doubt. So yeah, it was a good reading. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Stacy, how about you? How did you like today's meeting? Oh, wow, we're over
It was
time.
good. Just something new every day. I like it.
All right. And Lori, how'd you like today's meeting?
I find I've done a lot of Zoom meetings, and I find now that I don't even really care to go to the other ones.
Well, that's good. Me either. I don't go to the other ones. Hey, Debbie, how about you? How are you liking today's meeting?
Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I first started, I knew I needed to do some Zoom meetings. And the very first time I was ever in AA, and there were so many to pick from that I actually had to stop and pray about it. Like, which one lead me to the best one? And it was you. It was this group right here.
Sounds good. Ed, did we ask you how did you like today's meeting so far?
It was great. It's great.
I'm talking to Ed.
Oh yeah, you came to me.
All right,
like
well,
I said
that's good. You liked it. How about Lisa? How about you? How did you like today's meeting?
I like today's meeting. I like all the meetings, actually.
And you have 85 days or something?
88.
You keep coming and going, which is good. That's what we like. There's a song written in 1958 called "Come Go With Me." Let's see here. How about you, Miss Penny? How are you liking today's meeting?
I'm really enjoying the meetings. I'm kind of like excited about next Saturday, see what's going to happen. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you.
All right. Well, glad you're here. You're welcome to come. We're here every day. Think about it. You come for 5 days in a row. See how you like it. We'll put you to work. Sam, how are you liking today's meeting?
Hey, Jan. Sorry. Push the unmute button. I'm enjoying it a lot. I mean, I enjoy this group primarily because it does keep me honest, keeps me working. Like it's echoed multiple times today. This is not one of those just come and talk about your feelings and such. It's a
Let's talk to Robert. Robert, how are you liking today's meeting? Robert in Texas. Texas. Boom, boom. Did I talk to him already? Let's read the promises. Who wants to read next? La, la, la. Hey, you want to read, Lori? You want to read the promises? Promises are on page 83 in the big book. That's a big book right there. That's the large print big book, isn't it?
Yes.
There you go.
Old. Page 83.
Halfway down. If we're painstaking about this phase, not at all.
If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past, nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity, and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and of economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. These are extravagant promises. We think not. They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will always be materialized if we work for them.
Thank you for reading. Here comes the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity, accept things cannot change, courage, change things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. this meeting is officially over. If anybody has any questions about this meeting or AA, you can raise your hand and ask way.
Jan, I did change my days. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna add the days that I was in the hospital.
Sure.
Yeah,
Why not? Just since the last time you had a drink or
exactly.
anything
I
else.
took off
So,
a few days for detox, but yeah.
so you changed it to 73.
Yeah.
That's fine. Not a problem. Yeah. Slowly but surely people are dropping off. Ding, 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 ding.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see here. We'll play the sound when people leave. Wow. Got a few people here still here. How you doing, Jack, up there at Fort Collins? Are you any good? You think you might want to keep coming to this meeting? There's Brooke in Maryland, 2.5 months. Ed, New Jersey, 2 days. That's got to be rough, Ed. What happened to you?
Like I mentioned before, last March I'm going through a really weird separation, and got a lawyer letter, and went right to the store. I had a sponsor that wasn't really
Getting it done for you.
Well, just too good at communication, and I really tried to call him because my main trigger is dealing with the whole legal process, and what happens is you hit the bottle or whatever, and then you do something stupid, and I finally did. And
The thing with sponsors, let me tell you something. A sponsor's job is to teach you the steps in the program. And if they haven't done it themselves, they can't do it, because that's what AA is. AA is not, if you need a therapist, hire a therapist. But sometimes sponsors, every alcoholic in recovery in AA tries to sponsor people the way he thinks he may know. Most of them don't know anything. They have no idea how to sponsor people. And that's why in this meeting, we'll sponsor you, take you through the entire 12-step program. And we go from 0 to 90, right? Right here. That's why we say, come here for 5 days, see how you like it, and then we'll put you to work. You saw a little
will do. No, I appreciate it.
Saw a little bit of that today. So if you have a sponsor that's a dud, you just just come here and we'll help you. We can help you out. If you're ready,
I appreciate it.
If you're ready to go.
Oh man, I think I'm well past that point. I made a decision a couple days ago. I was like, this has to stop. And throughout that time since March, I've been in and out of in-person meetings, and then you stop going for a little bit for work or whatever reason. They don't have a 9 to 5 job, and then you're kind of you're not blackballed by any means. Everyone's friendly, but they're kind of like, well, where were you? Where were? And then you're kind of like, well,
Yeah,
another
the bigger question is, do you want to learn how to work the AA program and do this 12-step process? And that's what we do here. Because I figured this out when I had 11 years sober. My life was going poorly, and I had a friend, a sponsor, who was doing a Wednesday night meeting just like this. And he said, why don't you come to my meeting on Wednesday, see if we can help you out? And I went there, and within a week, I was like, holy crap, this is exactly what I've been missing. And I need to do this. And I stuck with it. So that's what this is. This is one of those ready to go to work meetings. And, if you can stay sober long enough, that's the big. How are you feeling? Are you detoxing right now or what?
No, I actually feel pretty good.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, nothing bad. Again, it was the last one was 2 days ago. I'm on day 3 now.
Okay, how much were you drinking last time?
Oh man, it started getting bad. Definitely, a bottle of vodka a day. Not all in one sitting.
Yeah.
But even got to a point where, starting to drink in the car and, just really scary stuff. And in southern New Jersey here, we actually had a drunk driver kill 2 hockey players who were road biking. And that drunk driver is 43 years old, same age as me. His alcohol level was 0.086. In New Jersey, it's 0.08. And one of the hockey players was actually in the NHL, and they were actually in town that Friday for their sister's wedding the next day.
Yep.
And, I just became obsessed with that story because I'm just like,
No,
what a
that's
bad
me. It's
decision.
just, yeah, that's me, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's my age. He's in jail. He has to wait till the hearing. His kids are my age, 6 and 10.
Yeah.
And it's just, it really knocks some sense into you that one stupid thing can change the course of your life in an instant. And I mean,
we had a guy here in Boulder. He had 3 years sober, and for some reason he decides to start drinking on a Friday night, and he goes and he just starts drinking. Just left the liquor store. He's drinking, drives through a red light and kills 2 Boulder High football players and 2 cheerleaders right in an intersection. And that not only devastated their lives, I mean, the judge threw the book at him. I mean, it was like he was never getting up. I think he got 18 years in prison and they made him serve the whole 18. And he was like 70 when he got out, and he was like 40 something when he went in. And that's just how it happened. So I think you're right. And of course, the idea of being worrying about something like that happening never stopped an alcoholic from taking a drink. But my only suggestion is just come here.
No, I appreciate that. And, like you had mentioned earlier, and like I mentioned earlier when, you asked me to talk, a lot of these meetings, especially the bigger ones, you just keep going around this circle and they became just insufferable.
Well, you need to learn how to work the program. And so you need to learn how to button it up, settle down, and come in here and do the work, and we can help you out. It's like, as Jeff said, it's retraining the brain. It's go ahead, Jeff. It's retraining the brain, right, Jeff? You're muted.
Yeah.
You have
retraining the brain. Yeah. Yeah. See what we forget, Ed, as we come in here and we're still thinking like alcoholics. I relate to everything Jan's saying about sponsors and everything like that. We're just going through the motions, which is good because we're in here and we're starting to understand a little bit and we're in the rooms, but we're not retraining the brain. We're still thinking like alcoholics. And it takes this program, the way it's taught here in this meeting, can help you move ahead quickly in that.
No, I think that's kind of what I'm looking for. I mean, even when my second sponsor, who's really a great guy, really knows the program, but I mean, he really poo-poos on these online meetings, and we try to get together.
That's too bad. He's making a big mistake. I have 46 years. Jeff has 39. We're here to tell you, these Zoom meetings are the saving grace for alcoholics because it's an even playing field. There's no back room in here. Everybody's up front. And whoever said that is wrong. I mean, I've learned so much from these online meetings. Oh my God. This is AA 3.0. Anybody that poo-poos this they're back in the dark ages. We have moved on. It's a new generation. It's a new world order in AA.
I like it. Yeah, I just was kind of like, I need to put in this work, and he can't meet
Listen,
one
here's the
night,
deal.
and
just show up. Can you show up here every day at 4?
Yeah, well, it's actually 6 here that it starts. Yeah, so yeah, I can definitely show up tomorrow, Monday. Tuesday might be tough. I'm in the medical field, so I'm on call certain days. But I'll definitely be here tomorrow. That's for sure.
Are you a doctor? Yeah, no.
Not a doctor, no. I do medical device sales. Not really sales. I help physicians put in a stent graft into the aorta, and they're not always scheduled, and sometimes that throws a wrench.
Are you like in the operating room when they do that?
I am, yeah. Yeah.
Technical job, yeah. There's another lady in here that's in the medical field that she was just here at the meeting. Yeah, so just show up and we can help you out. This is the best meeting in the world that's like this. It's the only one like it. That's kind of why we're doing it. Because to help people out that want to hey Miss Penny, how about you? Oh, she has 145 days. Look, you're still here. Why are you still here? Oh, you have to unmute yourself, Miss. Oh, there she is. Are you ready to go to work, Miss Penny?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. Get my
All right.
I'm ready, yeah.
Show up. Just
Okay.
show up here, okay?
5 days in a row?
Yeah, 5 days in a row. See how you like it.
I'll
Jack,
be
how about you? Are you ready to go? Are you ready, Jack?